Hey guys, we're going to do an overview of the Citymaster 2200, just a quick walk around on the outside. So the brushes and the front mounting system on the front of the 2200 are essentially the same as the 2000, with just one bolt needed to remove the front sweeping section. If you look in the front section, the brushes will be exactly the same size. Obviously it's got these silent brims, which we never had before. The width is actually quite impressive. It's 800mm suction head, which looks nice and wide. The little bit of accents, you've got the LEDs which light up during the day, and this particular model has got the heated mirrors as well. This one has got that is an option. Mentioned the radiator. Now the radiator consists, which is behind this panel, and I'll lift it up now, is not just a single radiator. As we raise the panel up, there is a little eyelet over here which you just pull out, and then you just hooks over there to lock it in place. Apparently the radiator we have on the right hand side here, we've got the for the intercooler as well, and your hydraulic cooler on the left. Underneath, if you want to empty your fresh water, you can just open this tap. It was mounted in the same position on the 2000, just a slightly different, better quality tap. And in the toolbox as well at the rear, which you just need a hex key to open up, and you fill up your water tank, same as the other one, except that you've now got a stainless steel water tank at the back. It has actually reduced the capacity. On the other side of the unit we have a flap which you just pull, and what they've done here, this is on the left hand side of the machine, is you've got these magnets which then just attach to the machine to hold this flap, or this cover should I say, in place. And this is where the AdBlue is apparently the system which is related to the Euro 6 for reducing emissions. So that feeds some sort of AdBlue oil, whatever it is, through into the system to reduce the emissions. You can check the level of your hydraulic fluid on this side as well. And then you have another lever under here, which is to drain your water, your rainwater from your tank. And your diesel cap is obviously here, and battery isolation switch up there. One of the mistakes I made yesterday was that we've got this safety hopper arm here, which I said was difficult to reach from the cab, but in fact there is a clip right at the bottom here, and to use it I'll push the hopper brace forward and then lift that up, and it locks into the open position. So you have got a brace over here, and then you can lower the hopper from inside the cab. Okay, let's have a look at the dash controls over here. If you can just see behind the stalk over here, you've got your tachometer, and over there, and on your right hand side you have your speedo. Below it you have the AdBlue, which is your emissions sort of oil over there. Your fuel is on the opposite side, and then in the middle you've got a display showing the hours, which you can click through. If you look at the dash, let me just zoom out a little bit here so we can see. You can flick through it by pressing those arrows on the left, and you can see, depending on what hours you want in terms of brush hours, how many kilometers you've swept, and then you can have your kilometers per hour also displayed in digital. You've got it now currently, and I'm going to zoom in so we can actually see it there. You can see that it's currently in transport mode, which is why the two lines at the back are straight. They will go skew, which will indicate that you've got four-wheel steering. You will also notice that to the left of that there is an R. That R you can regulate on the dash below it with the R button. You can you'll see it, you might be able to see a change. So I'll just, as I flick this button, this R button which is below there, that increases the amount of your hydrostatic braking. So if you want to set your brakes to be really sharp, then you can have it on 3, which I would normally do. And if you want to reduce it, you can obviously then click it, and you will see that it actually reduces the amount of braking power that you'll actually have just purely from the hydrostatics. As I say, the ABS brakes on this are awesome. You will also find that your ABS is, which you can't see on the display right now because the machine is off, but also I have it in transport mode, which is indicated by that the rabbit. The ABS, it does not work in work mode, it only works in transport mode, so the light will stay on constantly while you are actually working, so don't worry about that. So let's just have a look at some of the controls here. So the R is to, as I've explained, is to set the pressure, the braking pressure that you want on your hydrostatics, if you want a lot of braking strength or not. That is obviously your hazard lights. This one is the reverse for your radiator fan, to clean your radiator out. This one you can choose if you want to have it in 4-wheel steer or straight steer. It will automatically go into 4-wheel steer when you are in work mode. And then your max, which you just tap it to go into to maximum or back into eco mode. That will put you in transport speed or in transport mode or work mode. Just to the right of it, you can see on the display, if I press that, trying to do this, press that button, it will change the display in the middle, which will then give you kilometers, how many liters your consumption, and again your brush displayed right over there, your brush hours or kilometers. So move down the dash from there, you can see it's just got your work lights and your fog lights, which is an option. And then to the right of that you have got your speedo control. That only works in work mode. This is to switch on your water, and that is for the water for your chute. The arrows that you see there are to raise or to lower your the gear. So I'm going to press the arrows. You can lower it when it's off, but you can't raise it. And that is to open or close your flap, your hopper flap, and that is to open and close your hopper itself. Sorry, to raise and lower your hopper itself. Your ignition key is there, adjustments for your water and adjustments for the water in your chute. Moving over here, you've got the 2 toggles which will adjust your brushes in and out. Behind that, you press these ones, this one for left brush, and then you turn it with this knob similar to your 600 or your 1600s, and that will adjust the speed of your brush. And if you hit it again, you can adjust the pressure of your brush down and up. This side as well, same, that is for the right hand side brush. When you are in operation mode with this, once you're in work mode and the brushes are down and spinning, then if you click this, it will allow you to then adjust your vacuum fan. So if you start turning it immediately, it's just going to adjust the speed of your brushes. But if you click it first, it will then take you over to the vacuum mode. But you need to be moving in order for that to take effect. Now with the unit running, if I press this red button over there, you will see on the dash the display has changed somewhat. But so when I press that red button, what happens is you'll see that chute light, that on the left hand side there's a light. Just watch that space and you'll see that chute, that is the debris flap. So that opens the debris flap and lets material in, and if I switch it off, that obviously goes off. You can see your water. If I stand back over here, that blue button is for your water, and I'll toggle back to the actual display, and if I switch, I'm pressing that one, that switches your water on and off. You can see the changing display, and that also indicates how much water you've got left. Now if I click, and I've just clicked that middle black button that I spoke to you about earlier, which is that one there, and I click that, and then I'm able to adjust on my dash my fan up and down. Just just with the machine on, I can show you the LED daylight running lights. It's very cool for those people who are up in the more dodgy areas of Melbourne.